Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, November the 24th, 2020, and our daily Bible readings for us today come from Psalm 7, Esther 8, 3 through 17, Revelation 19, 1 through 9, or Psalm 28 and Zechariah 11, 4 through 17, and then again end with Revelation. I'm going to look at the section from Zechariah, and going to pay a lot of attention actually to the verses 15 through 17 and talking about this imagery of the worthless shepherd. But before that, I want to talk about the implements of a worthless shepherd. And the section right before the one I'm focusing on in today's lectionary, he takes on the role of a shepherd, because God told him to, of a flock that had already been doomed to slaughter. It was a flock that had already been bought for meat, and so he was supposed to shepherd them, to kind of make a point about what was going to happen to Israel and how, what it's like trying to shepherd them and work with them. And he has these two staffs. He has a staff he calls favor and a staff that he calls unity. And he ends up breaking both of them. And this is to kind of relate to how the covenant has been broken and that there's no longer any favor for Israel. They are no longer favored, and there's no longer any unity between them, and there's no longer any unity between them and God. The unity between the brothers of Israel and Judah has been broken, and things are just kind of have fallen apart. That's what this whole prophetic act that Zechariah is living out here. But then at 15 it says, "Then the Lord said to me, take once more the implements of a worthless shepherd." And so he talks about this idea of a worthless shepherd. So what is a shepherd supposed to do? Well, one good way to understand what a worthless shepherd does, or what a good shepherd is supposed to do, by looking at how this worthless shepherd is defined. And if you read this text, he says that the worthless shepherd doesn't care for the perishing, doesn't seek the wandering, doesn't heal the maimed, doesn't make sure that the healthy are nourished so that they remain healthy. Instead, the worthless shepherd devours the flock. The worthless shepherd deserts the flock. This is a critique of the leadership of the people at this time. These are the kind of shepherds that they had. These are the kind of shepherds that they had followed after. And God points out that bad things are going to happen to this shepherd. The shepherd himself is doomed to destruction. He will have his right arm attacked and his right eye attacked. So he will be maimed in his right arm and blinded in his right eye. So that's the worthless shepherd. And, we kind of run after those worthless shepherds all the time. The other text for today, one of the Psalms for today is Psalm 7, and it paints a completely different picture about the nature of God and the kind of shepherd that we should be running after. It's somebody that we can take refuge in, somebody that cares for us, somebody that does the exact opposite of this worthless shepherd. Zechariah is making a point about who the people of God have become versus what they should be, and who the leaders are that they run after compared to who they should be looking after and running after. That there really is one true shepherd, the good shepherd, who we will begin looking for this Christmas, this Advent, here in just another couple of days. Sunday is the first Sunday in Advent. So we all run after, I think, these worthless shepherds who don't care for the perishing. They don't seek the wandering. They don't really heal the maimed. They don't nourish the healthy to make sure they stay healthy. They just instead kind of devour the flock and desert the flock when the times are tough. Maybe this time we should be really looking for the good shepherd and running after a shepherd who isn't so worthless and doesn't carry the implements of a worthless shepherd. So that's the DBR for today, such as it is. And we'll be back tomorrow with another one. Have a good day. Boop.